Welcome to the Social University podcast. We are so glad you're joining us today because we want to help business owners, entrepreneurs, and people just like you who want to build their business online. Listen, if we can do it, you can do it. So let's go.
Good morning. I'm Karen Terradis with Social U, and I would like to welcome you to join us live once a week every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn, where we talk about social media tips, tricks, and trends. This week, we are going to talk about, what are we going to talk about? Why live is good for your business, why it's helpful for your business, why you should consider it, and then some suggestions on how to get started. So let's go ahead and jump in. First and foremost, going live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, any of those is a great way to find new followers, increase your engagement among your audience members, and even sell products or services directly to your end user. I did go ahead and pull some statistics. I focused on Facebook because it has statistically more lives than any of the other platforms. So just to give you an idea about why live is a good idea for you and your business, Facebook Live videos drive 3 times more engagement than traditional. And when it says traditional, it means regularly uploaded content. People comment 10 times more on a live video than they do on pre-recorded. Live videos are watched for 3 times longer, which I thought was super interesting. Facebook is still the most popular for going live across all platforms. And the longer the live now, the higher engagement rate. It's actually much better than the shorter ones. I thought this was surprising because when they say long, they mean an hour. And to me, long is anything over, 3 minutes. I was very surprised by that. I don't know that I would tune in for anything that long myself unless it's just super engaging. But hey, that's, numbers don't lie. And 82% of people prefer live to text-based posts. So if you haven't incorporated, first and foremost, video, it's time. This is the year. And if you have incorporated video, then it's time to look at live video. And there's nothing you can do that hasn't been done. Sometimes it's going to mess up. Sometimes you're going to lose your signal. Sometimes, literally, as long as we've been doing this, I think we've now seen it all. I should probably not say that out loud for fear of some horrifying revelation to come, but don't be afraid is what I'm saying. Just jump in and go ahead and get started. It's awesome. It gives you a chance to connect with your audience. It helps increase discoverability. All of your followers on every single platform receive a notification when you go live. So it encourages people to watch you who are available at the moment that you're live to watch you. And of course, any kind of engagement like that is great for stats. It encourages comments. Comments are great for your statistics across the platform, on across the board on every single platform. And once you decide that you're going to commit to going live, there's a couple of things you need to bear in mind. Number one, you need to choose the right platform for you. Now, you can go live on multiple platforms. We do every Wednesday morning. We stream out to YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn at the same time. So when we are live, it goes everywhere. If you have the best engagement on LinkedIn, you can just focus on LinkedIn. If you have the best engagement on YouTube, you can just focus on YouTube. You don't have to do it everywhere, but you can. You want to plan and use engaging content. What do I mean? You need to talk about what people want to hear. Right now, ChatGPT is hot. The new changes on Instagram are important to a lot of people. The algorithm changes, the verification from Facebook. These are all things that we've talked about in the last 2 weeks because that's what our audience wants to know. We plan our lives the month before so that we know what we're going to talk about. So I can tell you, hey, this week we're doing this, next week we're doing this. So you do want to have a plan. You can plan out your entire year if you want to. I only do it in 4-week increments because, as you may know, social media changes on a dime. Sometimes you have changes that happen that you have to respond to in the moment. So I hate to get it all out there and get it all planned and then have to pivot last minute. So we do only do 4 weeks at a time. You want to notify your audience. We do that by going live through StreamYard. Once we set it up to go live, it sends a notification out to audiences on every platform, and StreamYard allows us to go live on every platform at the same time. You can also just do a post about it. Hey, don't forget to catch my live. I go live insert your time. For us, it's Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. Central. And we have gone live every single Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Central for 3 or 4 years. So people know that they can come and tune in, and this gives you an opportunity to engage with us personally, ask live questions. I'm happy to field live questions. I love that. So make sure your audience knows so they can tune in. Number 4, engage with your audience and encourage questions. I try to do that all the time. I encourage anyone, if you have a question, please let us know. If there's something specific you want to know about in the future, please tell us. I'll get it scheduled as part of our rotation. And of course, anything that we're talking about, if that's something that interests you, we want to hear it. We want to know. Be sure to respond to questions and comments during and after. You will get comments on your live. Again, all of this stuff, once you go live, it then posts and stays on the platform. So you may get a comment on a Facebook Live video that you did 4 weeks ago. Monitor those comments and be sure to respond to those questions. You don't want to work so hard to get the views and then lose the engagement because you're not talking to your audience. And be sure to include a call to action. So I'll tell you, I'm the worst about this. I forget to say things like, hey, if you go to our website, we have this awesome free download for content calendar. It is very robust. We normally charge for that content calendar, but you can get it free if you go to the website and submit your email, and it'll automatically come right to you. And we swap that out pretty frequently. So it would make sense for me to announce it every time we swap it out. Get in the habit of telling people what you have to offer. Get in the habit of letting them know about your hook so that you can start people down your funnel and start converting people into actual clients. Technically, there's a couple of things you also want to keep in mind when you are going live. Which program are you going to use? You can use Zoom. I do prefer StreamYard, not just because it allows you to stream live on multiple platforms, because it's the only one that allows you to stream live on multiple platforms at one time, but it has amazing abilities for branding. I can have a background. I can have an interview where we are both on the screen at the same time and we don't have to be in the same location. I can put a banner across the bottom. I can display questions. If someone asks me a question on Facebook and I answer it, I can display the question while I am talking live, and it tells you which platform they're on. And the coolest thing to me, when it's done, questions from Facebook stay on Facebook and questions from YouTube stay on YouTube. So it automatically puts it in the right place. So you don't have to worry about it convoluted or getting it mixed up. It automatically does it for you. I'm a really big fan of StreamYard. It does things that Zoom just can't do. Zoom's great for meetings, internal meetings with your team, client meetings, but for live, I would highly recommend StreamYard. And it's not super expensive. I believe it's monthly, and it's less than $20. So if that's something you're interested in, check it out. Make sure, and this might sound silly, but make sure your internet connection is good. I cannot tell you how many times we've just been bumped off because the internet it'll shut down. That's not something we can control. I can control that I'm the only person online when I'm going live and I have the best connection that I can. That's really all you can do. Lighting and sound are also huge. Good lighting makes everything better. Now, of course, we have a ring light. I'm in an office. I'm perfectly well lit. If I was doing this at home, I would open blinds so that I have light in front of my camera. You don't want to have it behind you because then it looks like you're backlit and it looks like you're in witness protection because people can see your silhouette, but not your face. The light source needs to be in front of you. And if you don't believe me, I'm telling you, natural lighting makes all the difference. And it can be as simple as opening up your door or your window or your shades while you're recording live. If you don't have access to natural light in your office, anything well lit, and a ring light, again, it makes a huge difference when it's behind the camera and it's shining directly on you. I have to be careful about using ring light because of my glasses. You can see the ring in my glasses. So we have to rely on the natural light. And sound, make sure you can be heard. If you are struggling with that, we do have some options for microphones that we can put a link in the notes so you can check that out. Again, I like things that are free or very cost effective. I'm not going to suggest $1,000 microphone. We're going to do something that works, that's easy, that anybody can purchase. Happy to list that out. As a matter of fact, if you give a minute, we will get a blog post up about this, and we'll include links to StreamYard, links to the microphone, so that you can see what we're talking about. And of course, you want a level camera. Nobody looks good when the camera's below your chin and you're looking down at it. That is not a good angle for anybody. We have platforms. It's something I bought on Amazon. Again, I will include a link. We can put it in the comments or the caption, or you can check our blog out to see the link, but it elevates the camera so you're on eye level. So it looks like you're talking directly to the person instead of looking down at them or looking up at them. So it's very helpful. Again, just having the right equipment is tremendous. So if you're going to get started, that's just some technical information that I think can help you. If you have not integrated video into your marketing plan, you have to. It is weighted higher on almost every single platform, although Instagram doesn't know who they want to be when they grow up, so they keep going back and forth. If you have not integrated live video, now is the time to do it. I can tell you it's a huge motivator for me. I am a professional procrastinator, and I'll get to it. I'll record it. But I know every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. I'm going live. I don't have a choice. It's got to be ready. So it makes sure, it guarantees that I have content. I have done my research. I am ready to talk. I'm ready to get in front of a camera, because I know that happens every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. So if you need to use that to motivate yourself to get it done, you do whatever you got to do. Okay, guys, seriously, if you have not considered video, now is the time. Next week, we are going to talk about deserving your seat at the table and how to overcome imposter syndrome. Every single professional I've spoken to has experienced this at some point or other in their professional career. Imposter syndrome is a real thing. You can combat it, and we're going to discuss it. That is it for me today. I am Karen Taradis with Social U, and until next week, I'm here to help.
Thanks for joining us for the Social University podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media at Stay Social U. That's the letter U. And we will talk to you next week. Remember, you've got this.